to you today from my backyard. Just had a beautiful, gentle flow and meditation yoga practice. I see a chicken over there, standing by the tree. A couple of my chickens are sick, so it looks a little bit, that chicken's a little sick. It's hard when you have your own chickens. They often do get sick, and they stop laying eggs. And I know a lot of chicken farmers get rid of their chickens when that happens. Like after 2 years, they just get rid of them. And I never was able to get rid of my chickens. I've had chickens die. I've had them being sick, die. One chicken was dragged under the fence, I think, probably by a cat. I have a couple of feral cats that come, and I do feed one feral cat. So I just let my chickens kind of live. Even when they're sick, I just let them live, and eventually they do die. That chicken has been alive for a while she was sick. So just waiting for anyone to come on and maybe offer a little meditation, or if you're watching this on replay, let me know that you're here. I just was inspired to come on and just be present in the energy of now, knowing that my presence is enough. Your presence is enough. And to bring this energy out, to put this energy out into the world, this vibration frequency of being present, the vibration frequency of knowing that I am enough. I don't need anyone's approval. I don't need anyone's permission. I no longer feel afraid or small, no longer feel guilt and also shame, even though sometimes these emotions are still holding on, like the little creatures of the underworld. In one of the stories of Inanna, she's the queen of light. She's the queen of heaven and earth, and she takes a journey. She takes a heroine's journey deep into the underworld to meet her dark sister, Ereshkigal, to shine a light into her own darkness. This story follows me so much for the past few years. I keep putting this oil on me, so this is the oil that I created in one of the videos here. I can see the yellow and red rose, snake skin, and the feather. It just looks really beautiful, and it smells amazing and divine. And I know I sent this oil to a few ladies that were present with me in the video that I created. I also wanted to show you this beautiful citrine that is nearby me that I practiced with. One end is polished, one end is raw, and I feel like there's a goddess dancing inside. So just a really beautiful, powerful, I don't know, it feels really good to hold it, to have it present in my practice. So I lost the train of thought that I started with. I went to talk about Inanna. Oh well, that's okay. what is present in my life in the moment. And it's always a presence of this dance with shadows, this dance with fear, guilt, shame, triggers of anger, any kind of delusion, and also attachment, unhealthy attachment to people or relationships. So that's always present, and currently I have one of my signature programs. It's a signature course that I have been working with already 3 years in a row. And before it became an actual course, I have personally undergone my own dark night of the soul. And for many, many years, many decades. And before it became a course, it actually was my own deep inner shadow work journey to see myself, to see my fears, to see my guilt, to see what kind of shame I lived through my whole life, how I overcame those feelings, what kind of work I had to do to overcome all those frozen patterns, and how I was able to free myself, liberate myself from all those grasping little creatures. Now I remember what my train of thought was, the little creatures that hold on from the underworld. And I started talking about Inanna. So Inanna goes into the underworld to meet her sister Ereshkigal. And through her whole journey, she experiences a lot of release, a lot of letting go of the old, and also of what is present. How can we release and let go of everything that we have in order to be reborn, in order to trust and to find the soul's deepest longing, the soul's deepest desires, the purpose that is held deep within. And as we go and we discover and we unpack and we repattern and we release the attachments, the illusion, the lies that we tell ourselves about who we are or who we are not, the anger we let go, we release the shame, we reclaim ourselves, we release the guilt, we heal our wounds, we release the fear, we step through that holographic image and illusion that is not real. Any fear is simply a program in this life to keep us small, to keep us meek, to keep us humble in our practices, so that we don't rise up, so we don't speak up, so we don't stir the cauldron of magic, the cauldron of love, the deep, vast ocean of love. And as we release all that, as we drop it all off, as we untangle, unshackle anything that is holding us, we come into this awareness of light and we begin to rise. And this is all a journey that is being played out and guided in this Shadow Magic signature course that I began to speak about. And when we come up, and this is all a journey, not even an 8-week journey, it's a lifelong journey of inner, deep discoveries and potent medicine that we are able to gather, to bring with us, to offer not only to our own wounds, but to others. And so through this journey, as we come up, we are carrying on ourselves these little creatures from the underworld, little remnants of maybe fear, of guilt, of shame that are still going to whisper in our ears or scream at us at some point in our lives, except this time we have done the journey, we have gone into the darkness, we have faced and embraced all those emotions, that now we can recognize them for what they are, and we can give to them our kindness and our gratitude, and we can use them as our allies on our path of our purpose, on our path of discoveries and healing and serving others. So I would love to take a moment to drop in a little bit. So I invite you to just take a little meditative state of mind with me for a moment, to drop into this shadow dance, to feel your own magic, to feel the divine within this darkness, this fertile, deep darkness within. As Inanna, or as any other dark goddess that is familiar to you, breathing in that breath of the goddess, breathing her through your body, through this vessel, this container. Let yourself breathe in and go in through the gates of your body, through your awareness in your crown, allowing yourself to connect to that knowledge, to the wisdom, to the inner knowing of all the realms, of all the directions, all the elements, all the planets, all the celestial beings and celestial kingdoms and realms above. Connecting to your awareness and seeing what kind of attachments live here, what kind of obsessions live here, what is your ego mind constantly nagging you or telling you. Just allowing yourself to maybe not even know at this moment, just simply be present in your awareness with any attachments. If you feel yourself attached to a certain situation, a person, a relationship, feel yourself what it would feel like if you were free. If you were free of this attachment, if it was no longer attached to you like a cord, cutting, freeing yourself, liberating yourself. To breathe a little deeper. Taking a deep breath in and allowing yourself to drop into your third eye space, into your visions, your intuition, your inner knowing, your magic, the seeing things through, seeing things with clarity, letting yourself see here like an observer, like a witness, what is here that is an illusion of who you are, what is blocking here your own self. How can you move this obstacle, this illusion, whatever it may be. It may be nothing in this moment, but just being present in your vision, in your third eye, in your intuition. If you can close your eyes and immediately transfer yourself into your inner realm. Or if you're still wondering what that feels like, breathing in and being present, tapping into your throat, into your truth, into your language, your speech, your communication, the sacred conversation, and seeing what kind of lies live here. What kind of lies have you told yourself or others about you? That you're not enough. Just feeling into your own expression of what kind of lies have you spoken about your body, your mind, your heart, anything that you are. Feeling dropping into the truth of who you are here, into the truth of your divine essence within. Breathing in, being present, observing. Allowing yourself to tune into your heart, into this beautiful energy of expansion, of love, self-love, unconditional love. Feeling also into the shadow of anger. There's an anger that's present in any way in your life that you know it gets triggered easily, that is an easy charge, an easy aim, or an easy target for someone who thinks they know how to trigger your heart. Can you feel the love becoming the powerful anchor and a powerful force for you to return to each time the anger is being triggered? Just breathing, witnessing, observing, allowing yourself to now drop into your solar plexus, into your gut, feeling here the power and courage that lives within you. And also feeling anything that is like shame or of shame, of unworthiness, undeservedness. If you feel yourself unworthy in any way, if you can breathe into this feeling, simply observing again, seeing all the stories that are old, that are stagnant, that are ready to be rewritten, that are ready to be seen, released, burned into the fire of your courage, letting go of any shame that is currently present now in this moment. Knowing that your presence is enough. You are pure, you are innocent, just as you are. And breathing and dropping into your hips, flow of your creativity and the sexual, sovereign, creative energy, sensual, goddess, divine energy that is powerful enough to create life, to bring life to earth, to float and to dance upon this earth. And see if there's any guilt that lives here, just like an observer, just going down these stairs from one sensation to another, from one emotion to another. If there's any guilt here, acknowledge it, be present. Hold your hands up to acknowledge whatever guilt is here that's been surfaced in any way. No judgment, no criticizing yourself, just simply being present and seeing yourself, just what is here. How can you see yourself in your full creative sensuality, sexuality, creative, sacred energy of the divine essence? And connecting also to your roots, to your yoni portal, your yoni flower. You're manifesting creative ability to give life, to bring forth all that you desire, to find that purpose, to birth it, to feel it, to bring into your life soul-aligned relationships, soul-aligned studies, soul-aligned actions, work, embodiment of who you are, with your family, with your relationships, with your home life, here to bring and deliver into the world. And in this place of creation and manifestation, see if there's any fear that lives here. The fear that grasps you, that grabs you in the frozen pattern of your old stories, that you can't even move forward, that you can't shift your perception, and just watch yourself here in this moment being frozen in any pattern of fear, breathing through it, stepping through it like an illusionary holographic image that is simply an illusion, that is simply a program for you to flow through, to shift through, to recognize all of these emotions, how they don't belong here, how they don't belong in your body, in your physical body, they don't belong in your energy body, in your spirit body, in your mental body, in your emotional body. How your desire is to be free of fear, free of guilt, free of shame, free of anger, free of lies, free of any illusions, and free of any attachments. Only feeling the love and the freedom and the vision and the clarity and the truth and love, courage, creativity, and the sense of belonging, knowing that you belong here, knowing that you're not alone, that you are loved and supported by the divine within you, by the divine that's all around you, below you, above you, in front of you, behind you, to each side, as we connect to all the directions, to all the elements of nature, and we draw this energy into ourselves. Each time we need to descend, each time we need to make that deep journey into the underworld, like Inanna, to go and meet her dark sister Ereshkigal, to go and weep with her and embrace her and cry with her and midwife her as she is giving birth to your own soul within yourself, to your own soul that is ready to bring that medicine that you find within yourself, that medicine of your purpose that's only unique to you, as it is your own unique essence, fingerprint of the goddess. So connecting to that shadow work, the shadow dancer. So a lot of magical practices are going to take place in the shadow magic. We're working with the 5 bodies, 5 koshas, physical, mental, spiritual, energetical, or energy, and emotional body. We're working with emotion code, energy clearing, using muscle testing and using the magnets to clear the energy out of our bodies, or using a simple intention, simply making a choice, making a decision, and possibly putting our hands somewhere on our bodies to assist this energy to be moved through and healed through. So there's a lot of energy work, trapped emotion work, that by the end of this journey, you will feel liberated, you will feel free of those attachments, of illusions, of lies, of anger, of shame, of guilt and fear. And by the time the journey is over, you will be more free, you will be more open, you will be more healed, more discovered of yourself, as we through this journey will dive into the business of things, how to co-create in this life the business that is aligned with your soul, that is your soul's purpose. And each week we will go through tasks and lessons of how you can create what you deeply desire to serve with and to bring into the world, into your life, in the online space. I'm simply sharing the way I have created my path. And I know that it will benefit you on your beginning of, or if you are already halfway or somewhere else along your path, but there's still some shadows that are holding you back from fully stepping forward, from fully bringing yourself forward. We will release those fears and guilt and shame, and we will align our soul with the soul's purpose in full embodiment, in freedom. And I don't want to say full freedom because throughout our lives, it will take us all of our lives to do this work as we constantly continue to grow and we constantly continue to shed more layers of shame, more layers of fear, more layers of guilt in however form it shows up. But we by then will know how to shift through and what practices we need and how we get to be the next level of who we are, just by simply making a choice. So I invite you to check out my offering that is currently on the market, Shadow Magic 2. I will post a link in the comment. It's, like I said, a 7-week, 7 gates, 7 different dark goddesses, 7 energy healing calls, 7 different transmission calls. There will be live sadhana practices each week. You will be with a different energy of the dark goddess. And we will tune into them, and embodiment practices as well as magic ritual practices. And it's all the 5 bodies, 5 koshas course that will truly bring harmony and goddess-like, divine-like power in your life. So I invite you to check it out. There is a one-time best price at the moment of $398, I believe. And I will be offering payment plans soon. If you're interested, message me and let me know. And let me, I don't want to say assist, let me aid in guidance. Let me be of service. Let me guide us all into that next level of who we are meant to become by doing these practices and these healing transmissions and energy healing, energy clearing, emotion clearing, beautiful work that is completely divinely guided and led. And let me show you how to tap into that divine power of simply being present, of simply being here and now in just the way we are, to let ourselves be seen, to let ourselves be heard, and in that way serve and benefit the world and benefit the whole planet and the whole of humanity. So I think that is all I wanted to come and share today. I actually had no plan of what I am sharing, and it's hard for me to see. Hello, beautiful. I love you too, Jennifer. So message me if you're interested. This is an incredible, incredible opportunity to make a shift in your life and to truly transcend to your next level and to have this inner shadow work sabbatical into your soul, into the darkness of the most attractive part of you. So thank you for tuning in. Many, many blessings. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste, beautiful goddesses.